Here we go. Martin, you're a huge college football fan, okay? You went to Michigan, the whole 9 yards. I said this from Jump Street, and I'm going to stick by it. I didn't like when they expanded the college football playoffs because I didn't think there were enough teams that really could vie for the national championship. We had seen prior to that blowout after blowout, all double-digit losses, all that saying, are there really – this was when they had 4 teams. Like, is there really enough? We didn't see, like, the quality type of games I'd like to see. And here we are today, New Year's Day, and we're watching games, college football games, that are terrible. Just terrible. It was terrible in game 1. What was that? 23-0.
The first game today, Oregon beat Texas Tech 23-0.
And today the score was 24-0. The final was 38-3.
The game's actually still going on.
It's still going on.
I
thought it was over. I mean,
no, it's like a minute left in the fourth quarter.
It's currently 38-3.
Okay,
it's been over since about
38-3.
7 minutes.
And
I'm
not sitting here. I don't want to act like I'm sitting here and I'm going to rearrange the sports world and make a change, and everybody's going to say Rob is a genius and all that. But I'm convinced more than ever that this has been a mistake, and for them to even expand this field even further is going to be even more of a mistake than just going back to trying to get the best 4 schools. Alabama lost 3 games. Okay, you want to put them in the college football playoffs. They get their butts kicked by Indiana. And when I was doing local radio in Detroit, when Michigan lost its second game of the year, Martin, college football talk stopped, national championship, conversation stopped, because that was it. Now it would turn to beating Ohio State at the end of the year, right? After you lose your second.
To salvage the year.
Right, after you lose your second game. And now teams with multiple losses, 2, 3 losses, are making it in because you need to fill these spots. I'm against it. I think it's terrible for college football. And Ian, real quick, and then Martin, you jump in. Read some of the scores from last year, because we're getting started here. A bad day, 23-0, and a 38-3 game. Those are the 2 games we got. The losing teams have 3 points.
Right. So if we go back to last year, in last year's playoffs, Clemson versus Texas won 38-24. So 2-score win there. Ohio State beat Tennessee 42-17. So complete blowout in that one. Penn State beat SMU 38-10.
Another blowout.
Notre Dame beat Indiana 27-17. So double-digit win there. And then in the second round, Notre Dame beat Georgia 23-10. Penn State beat Boise State 31-14. Ohio State beat Oregon 41-21.
I'm just, Martin, I'm looking at the games. All of them are double digits. All of them, like, is that what we want to see for your to determine who's going to be the national championship? I'm out on this format. Too many teams, not enough quality football. I think college football loses.
Well, if you're out on this format, then you're out on every playoff format that has ever existed. It doesn't take much longer. Go back to 1 year ago. You read all those double-digit scores in the NFL the same year. The Texans beat the Chargers by 2 scores first round. Ravens, Steelers, Bills over the Broncos, Rams over the Vikings, and the Eagles beat the Packers. All of those games on Super Wildcard Weekend, all 6, 5 of them were double-digit victories.
You gave me Wildcard Weekend,
right?
Okay.
So hold on. I'll give it to you, because that's what this is supposed. That's what the first round of the playoffs is. I get that there have teams that have buyed into this, but your point of, there's not enough teams to compete for a national championship, so on and so forth. There's not enough teams to compete for a Super Bowl or an NBA Finals run every single year. We fill out the playoffs. Why do we do it? Because this is the only way to ensure the best 4 teams have the opportunity to do it.
No, it's not.
No, because okay, go ahead.
No,
well, how would you figure it out
it's
then?
It's not. I'm just saying there aren't that many teams, and all you do is you continue to water down. The NBA's wrong. The National Hockey League is wrong. The NFL is wrong when you put teams in that aren't even barely 500. So you have watered down the pool.
So
and I'm not going to get to the.
So that's playoffs in general then, because
okay?
like that's just the concept of what we do.
Football wasn't there to where we don't have like now we're getting to the point where just to me with smaller amounts of with more teams getting involved. How do you win today? If you're a college football fan, I'm just asking you. You watched 2 games on New Year's Day, and neither one was competitive. I'm just saying this is the norm for me. There have been plenty of exciting, unbelievable NFL playoff games. You could give me the little few games you give me.
I'll give you the first round, which is the equivalent of what we're doing here.
No, but this is the last 2 years of the college football. I could give you plenty of great NFL games, and not all of them. Now I'm telling you. I agree with you that there are too many teams because you have a couple of scenarios where Tampa Bay has lost 7 of its last 8 and can make the playoffs. Something's wrong with a system where a team can lose that many games and yet win the division and make the playoffs. They shouldn't be in the playoffs, but they could wind up if they win on Sunday. All I'm saying is, as a college football fan, how does this feel good? And are you cool with it that they're going to not only have 12, but expand this to even more? The college basketball is the same thing. 64, let's go to 68, let's go to all these schools. And yes, you'll have an occasional upset in the first round or occasional upset, but it's not. Most of the games are
the college football fan absolutely should be a fan of this individually for your team. Sure, the viewing experience of the first round mimics the first round of every other playoffs that we have in every other sport where the team, go figure, that has the higher seed normally beats the living hell out of the team that's the lower seed because that's how the regular season drafted it out to be. That's why the regular season exists for playoff seeding. So that it's more
I'm
often
asking
than not,
you, did you enjoy this?
Out.
Did you enjoy this?
As a college football fan, what I would want to have happen, not without any question of a doubt, is my team that I feel has a legitimate opportunity to win a national championship have an opportunity to do so, which was ripped from all college football fans up until a 8-12 team playoff.
I'm asking you a question.
And I'm telling you.
You enjoyed this. I'm asking you as a college
football fan.
You watched these 2 games and you loved
it. If I am an Indiana
I'm asking
you.
Not Indiana. Not Indiana.
Are you interested in hearing my answer?
But not
you asked
Indiana.
me if I'm a college football fan.
Not as an Indiana fan or not as
a fan of any team that has an opportunity to win a national championship.
That's not what I asked you.
I absolutely am a fan of the playoffs.
That's not what I asked you. I just want you to answer my question.
As a college football fan, yes, I like the playoff.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've said it a million different ways.
No.
I'll tell you why I like it this way. If I'm an Indiana fan, I could go 12-0 for 4 years in a row. They'll never put me in the BCS Championship Bowl. And if you lose the Big Ten Championship game, Indiana would be banished the same way that BYU was in years past. They would never have been in this position if there were no playoff.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Are you like Martin Weiss? You loved New Year's Day.
I want to know the alternative.
College football.
How do we figure it out otherwise?
College football. I'm just telling you what they have now doesn't work.
So you want to go back to
I want to go back to 4.
Decide.
I want to go back to 4 teams. The best 4 teams play. That's all I want. And if that's a blowout, then we'll have to live with it. But I don't want 12 teams and double digits and teams can't score. At one point today, it was 47-0 in the score of the 2 winning teams and the 2 losing teams. That's the football we want to watch. Instead of calling this the first round of the college football play, let's just call it the blowout round of college football playoffs. Martin loved it. Martin loved the scores, loved the games.
I just like the playoffs.
Okay.
This is what you get in the playoffs.
I definitely think too many teams, and it's only going to get worse as they continue to expand. 877-99 on Fox. Let's do it. We want to hear from you. Where are you, Mr. College Football fan? Martin, we got some people.
Let's go to Mike in Arizona. You're on the Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, I definitely love the playoffs. You know what? I'm 56 years old, and I remember when there were just bowl games, and the talking heads decided who the champ was. not on the field. Even the lowest teams, you guys don't like the automatic beds. Well, they at least win 11 games. They don't just go in with 7. I love that there's a playoff.
We watched both games. You enjoyed both of them. I'm asking you, Mike.
Mike, he just said he did. Why you gotta cross-examine the witness?
I want to ask him. Mike, did you enjoy those games today?
Yes, I did.
All right, Mike. Thank you. All right.
Alan,
calling from Blowout, Arizona. 877-99 on Fox.
Alan in New Mexico, you're on The Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio.
Yes, I just wanted to say that, well, Happy New Year, first of all, but...
Thank you, Alan.
You too, buddy.
But, yeah, I really love this playoff system. Because, I mean, if you got 11 or 12 one-loss teams, who are the big heads just going to put in the first 4?
Alabama lost 3 games.
Right, and that's completely wrong. But, I mean, if you get enough one-loss teams in there, you get like 12 teams with one loss, who are you going to say is the
But
best
that's not
4?
what's going in there. 2 and 3 loss teams are getting in. Thanks for the call, Alan. Thank you. Appreciate it. 877-99 on Fox. We want to hear from you. College football, playoff. I think they should go back to 4 teams. 12, too many, and expanding it more, I don't like it.
You want to try? You want to try? Maybe if you call up the caller, he'll agree with you.
Well, this is The Odd Couple. Cameron in Indiana, you're on The Odd Couple. Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Cameron?
I'm here. I'm visiting Cameron. You feel me? I'm not here every day.
Oh, I am good too. Hey, I got a lot to say, so just tear me out on this.
Go for it.
First off, I just want to say that Cignetti's putting all of college football on notice.
Listen.
We can get our first win since ’88 against Ohio State.
What do you mean? I'm going to stop you right here. Let me just say this to you. I'm going to let you go, Cameron, so don't hang up. Don't do anything. They have they're in the top 10 in money spent on the team, right, for players. $2 million quarterback. Their coaching staff and coach make $20 million. What on notice for what? They spent a lot of money. They're in the top 10. Why shouldn't they have a good football team, Indiana? I don't even understand it. Why shouldn't they have a good football team?
Oh, no, I'm calling out all the other coaches. I'm saying their time to stop underperforming and collecting huge checks for doing nothing is over. That's why they're going to hate Cignetti, because they get a free ride.
I don't hate him. I'm just saying I don't look at this as a little engine who couldn't. This is not Indiana, the old Indiana. This is a different Indiana.
The notice that Cignetti is putting on the rest of the nation is to the point of this is not the little Indiana that couldn't, to your point, little train that couldn't. Now they can. And now if Indiana can do it, anybody can do it, is the point that I think the caller was making and the point that you should.
Okay, so you think just because you spend a lot of money, anybody can win?
Yeah.
Or it doesn't work like that?
Yeah.
Some of the highest payrolls in sports teams, they don't win.
That's why the Pirates are competing for the division every year. If you're not spending, you're not winning.
Okay, but the Mets also had the highest payroll last year. What they doing in the playoffs? I'm not saying
spending guarantees winning,
okay,
but I'm saying
my point.
Okay, show me the team that's saving money, that's also winning.
The Arizona Diamondbacks went to the World Series. Go check out where they were in payroll last 2 years ago.
So they've been in the World Series twice as Randy Johnson?
No, but they made the World Series. The Texas Rangers are mid-major, a mid-market team as well. They made it to the World. I'm just saying it's not automatic.
The Rangers are selling off players to move.
But they made the World Series.
But I'm to the point. If you're not
when was the last time the Mets made the World Series?
The Mets are just recently have driven into this big spending opportunity. I would say
it's not all. The Yankees haven't won since 2009. They have the top 3 in payroll every year. They haven't won anything since 2009.
Are they not there competitively?
No,
consistently?
That's not about competitive. I'm just saying about winning. I'm not talking about being winning.
You can't win the pennant sitting outside of the postseason where the Yankees. All right, go ahead. Let's go.
Vincent in California. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Vincent?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man. We appreciate you.
I object to the return to the 4-team format because I fear we'd end up with what we had like a decade ago when the teams were dominant to Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, and sometimes Ohio State. And college football became very, very regionalized, and help cut interest.
Okay. All right. You just want let everybody in. Why don't we just have 100 teams in?
I didn't.
All right, Phil in Denver. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Phil?
Yo, Rob, I'm kind of on your side, but the bottom line is college football is trash.
It is. I'm with you. Go ahead, Phil.
That's it. That's all I got.
No, I'm with you.
So as Phil is saying, it's an irredeemable product regardless. But I think that you just can't engineer a result. Like, how many Super Bowls have we seen that have been blowouts? Even in the 4-team playoff, I remember that Michigan-TCU game, that was down to the wire. Then TCU walked in and lost 65-7 to Georgia. Like, you just can't engineer the results. You have to play on the field, in my opinion, to be able to determine how all this thing goes.
I just think there's also, Phil, the idea of letting in schools like Alabama that lost 3 games. Like that.
The committee was wrong to let Alabama, and maybe it should have been Notre Dame, but ultimately the process is not the one that is the issue.
Thanks, Phil. Appreciate it. All right.
All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.